Hello everyone, welcome back to the video lecture series of Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I am Sajitha. So now let us look into the construction part 3 of the DC machine. So now the last series we stopped with the field windings, which is of two types, shunt and the series field. Now let us move into the commutator. Generally, the commutator is cylindrical in structure and is built up of wedge-shaped, hard-drawn copper segments. The segments are insulated from each other by a thin sheet of high-quality mica. To prevent them from flying out under the action of centrifugal forces, the segments are provided with V grooves, which are insulated by conical mica ring. The V grooves are clear in the picture as you can see, and also it is shown that the armature and the commutator, how are they connected in the diagram. The function of the commutator is generally to facilitate the collection of the current from the armature and to rectify the AC induced in the armature into the DC. Generally, as the name suggests, we can, in a simpler manner, we can say that it is used to convert the AC into the DC. Say for instance, if the commutator is absent in a DC generator, the output which we are going to obtain is definitely going to be an AC voltage and not the DC. So next, moving into the brush holder and the brushes. The function of the brushes is to collect the current from the commutator and supply it to the external load circuit. These are usually made up of carbon and are rectangular in shape. These brushes are housed in brush holders and they are held in position under spring tension. The pressure of spring can be adjusted by altering the position of the lever in the notches. The copper brushes are only used for machine delivering large current at low voltages. So generally, the brush holders are used to collect the current from the commutators and supply it to the external load circuit. And now moving into the very important part, which is nothing but the bearing. So as we know, there are different kind of bearings which are already available, and in the machines, in the electrical machines or the electromagnetic machine, we generally use the ball bearing, and the various parts of the ball bearing are shown: the inner race, outer race, cage and the ball. So these are supported in the end cover. Because of reliability, the ball bearing are usually employed, though for heavy duty roller bearing are also employed at times. And the primary function of the bearing is to reduce the friction and to have less wear and tear. In a case, assume there is no friction, there is no ball bearing, definitely there is going to be a very high friction and very heavy wear and tear. And now moving into the next part, which is nothing but the shaft. So the material of the shaft is primarily made up of mild steel. It is used to transfer the mechanical power from or to the machine. The rotating parts, that is the armature, commutator, etc., are mounted to the shaft. So these shafts are the parts those which are responsible in creating or in transferring the rotational motion from the motor to the necessary place or to the necessary application. So coming to the assessment, can you name what kind of bearing we generally use? What are the two types? Yes, one is ball bearing and the other one is roller bearing. So what is the purpose of commutator? It is used to convert AC into DC voltage. Thank Thank you.